Okay. No video yet there. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday night. We don't often do Saturday nights. Just going to do a comment on there. Oh, there we go. I found it on Facebook. So I've got it on YouTube over there and Facebook. Hello, Tanya. Tanya's new around here, and I think she's loving it around here. She watched Naomi John's class this morning. Naomi John did mixed media this morning. Now, the lights are off because it's the white that makes the lights strobe. It's just working on all white. It just it doesn't make the light strobe. It just makes the video try and catch it. So, upside down, Miss Jane. Right, if you're not in Australia, Miss Jane was on Mr. Squiggle.
That's not great.
I think that was in the UK as well. So what we did last night was we made this. So we've got this flips down, flips up, got an accordion, flips up, then this opens, and this flips out. There, I have taken some pictures as best as I could. Right. Now, this is one I wanted to show you. This was one I did with my Imagine with Alice collection, and this is a really big one. So you don't have to cut the page protector because you're actually, this sticks over the top. So this piece is folded here and sticks over the top. Interesting concept that while it's at work, someone's had it out copying it and got ink on it. So I've only just noticed that. But oh well, you get that. So let's go back to this one. So we've got the lights off for the moment until we get some colour on here. So I've got a couple of, so these are our patterns. I've done a bit of fussy cutting. Not as much as I probably should. I'm a little bit concerned about getting this all done tonight. So I've got this for the blue, but you know, that's a lot just for a blue. This one's from Gnomes for the holiday. That blue goes with the blue in here. That doesn't go, but this does. This timber from Dreamland, and then there's a glitter that matches that. But then also you've got the yellow and the green should work as well. And then the one that I think, oh, look, there's a scrap of paper. No, that doesn't match. But that does. And that doesn't, but that does. And these two do. From Tropicana. So these ones from my Tropicana collection will match so that I've got some 12 by 12 pieces. Because these are A5. They're great, but it just doesn't give me a lot to cover a big surface area. Does that make sense? Okay.
Hi, Trish. Can't enjoy your dinner, Trish.
So, pink's a big area. What do we want to put like this in that big area? And then some of this across the top. I actually think that this one would look nice across the top here. I don't know why. But I'm thinking what we're going to do is when we fill areas is we're going to leave a little border around. So we're going to make it sort of like a patchworky fill. Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes sense. And then in here, we'll put a big area in here. We'll sort of fill this in here with something. Maybe we'll fill this in here with this. And then we'll put a little bit of this at the top. And then in here, my hair do we do something like? Depends on how many photos. I think if we put 4 photos in here, I think this will look really good with 4 photos. So if we're going to put 4 photos in there, maybe we just fill it with this. And is it looking a little bit like Rainbow Vomit when we do that? I don't know. But I do like this. I think it's good. Okay. I'm going to get rid of Quentin's pop-ups and then say hello to everybody. So I said hello to Tanya. So hello again, Tanya. So that's Tanya M. Hello, Robin. Hello, Tanya D. Hello, Pam and Diane. Hello, Joanne. I hope you're all having a great weekend. Looking forward to see the completion double page. I hope I get it finished tonight, Joanne. I'm a little bit worried that one night's not enough. That there's a lot of surface area here. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Diane B. I have to catch up with the replay. That's okay, Diane. Hello, Trish. Yes, enjoy your dinner. Hello, Karen. Glad you're here tonight. Hello, Mary and Chrissy. Hello, Marlene B. Right. So let's just get our butts into gear, like get my butt into gear, and maybe I need to just get something done. I actually think that a great place for a title would be here. And does it fit? So you could put the title there. Or do you put the title here? Oh, that'd look nice. If you put the title there, and then here we could do a bit of that and a bit of something else down the side here. Like maybe this down the side. And then put a word here. Right, let's do that. Let's do the things we've worked out so far. I like this plot. I like this pattern. I think it's sideways, but you get that. Rightio. I think we might use together. Okay. So let's get our lopper chopper. So this area here, we already know this from last night. Now we're going to keep the lights up until we get a little bit of colour on here to stop the strobing. So this is a 6-inch by 10-inch piece. So let's do a 5 3/4. We just need to shave a tiny bit off this. This is 5 3/4 by. So it's 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. Right. There we go. So it's 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. Sorry?
Small floral pattern.
Yep. Well, it's quite dense. It's quite a dense pattern, and it leans more towards the it's the dense pink pattern. Right. So let's cut this piece of Tropicana paper 1. Let's cut it. Let's trial the lights. Let's cut it to 12 inches, but we're going to cut our 12 inches and include this bit of barcode in so that our piece we cut off is 2 different things. So let's put that there because I think a piece of that on something like this would look quite nice. So this gap up the top up here, and it's on both pages, so it's 1 inch, right? So let's cut by 12 inches. Let's cut 3/4 inch. So this is 12 inches. And let's make sure it's definitely 12. I don't know why I trimmed a bit off that. So let's cut it down at 11 1/4. And I've got the stripes going this way. So instead of me lining up like 3/4 inch this way, what I've done is I've just minus 3/4 off. to get my 3/4 of an inch. And that's beautiful.
So doing 12 by 11 3/4, is that the size? No.
No, we're doing a 3/4 inch wide piece by 11 3/4 long, but we're just removing it gradually off the piece so that we don't have to line it up this way in the trimmer.
Right. Yeah.
So then when we come down to the 10.5 mark, that's our next 3/4. Let's pop this over here, and then let's trim these two down to 11 3/4. I've got a little bent bit in the corner down there.
So what are the actual sizes in the indicator?
3/4 of an inch by 11 3/4.
How many we can?
2. Obviously, my husband was doing something else, so couldn't keep up
And
with
that's
the
from the
train.
Tropicana 1 pattern.
Yeah, he couldn't keep up with what we were doing. So they're going to go across the top, and then this piece under here that we thought we might do pink. It's a lot of pink, isn't it? So obviously, this is going to be like 11 inches. So it's an 11 inch by 12 inch piece. So it's 11 inches by 12 inches. So it's a big area. So let's do a 10 3/4 by 11 3/4. Always inches. I might be Australian, but it's always inches. And then, so we're going to do a couple of pieces here. Sorry about the strobing. It is specifically because of the light.
Was that Tropicana 1 again?
Yep. And then if we do this one here. So this is a 10 inch square, remember? So this one here is a 10 inch square. So let's just cut a 9 3/4 by 9 3/4. And let's include the barcode in it. In our 9 3/4 inch by 9 3/4 inch, so that we just use up that barcode straight up. Yeah. As we get rid of the white on our layout, we will actually see our project change. Well, our lighting will improve. So that goes there. The little scrappy bits everywhere. Let's just make sure this doesn't look like Technicolor. Yuck. That goes there and there. They're a bit weird, but we could put something on that. This little guy's going to slip under here. Oh, that's nice. Put that there. And if we put this little piece here. And what about if we put that there? No, I like it over there. I like it there. And then let's do this little piece here from this. So let's do this is a weird measurement. So it's going to have to be 1 3/8 by 5 3/4. Well, that's just crappy. So it's going to be 5 3/4 inches long by 1 3/8. So that's halfway between 1/4 and 1/2. Well, and that is because we're filling a section with 2 pieces and we want the gap between to look logical, like that. We want the gap between to look like we didn't make a mathematical oopsie-daisies. We're going to put this little guy here. So what was that from? That was from
Tropicana 4.
Yeah, Tropicana 4, sorry. And then our title can go here. And then let's put a decent photo here and then put 4 photos here. So let's do some sticking. So we can get rid of the strobingness
Yeah, as soon as you put a little bit of colour on the strobe and stops, it's must be the camera just trying.
It's trying to focus on all that white and trying to get as much detail as it can in the white, and the lights just get. I think the lights just get in the way. Oh, went crooked. So, hello Heather. I'm going back. Hello Marlene C. Don't like the yellow. Oh, whoops. Sorry, Pam. Sorry, I didn't see that. We'll cover the yellow.
I'll just put in the YouTube link, guys, in case anyone on Facebook is having trouble.
Seems to be going okay tonight. Seems to be. So we're going to put this on here. We're going to have an even border at the ends and the top. And there we go. Let's put tape on this little guy. If I had 12mm tape, it'd be easier, but this will do. It's a bit close together. Lining it up, making sure it lines up with my page next to it, so it looks, you know, it's got some sort of continuity and looks like it's meant to be. There we go. Yellow is a bit bold. I will admit that. Not admitting defeat, but Quentin's always having issues.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get this piece.
No issues for you.
And let's stick it on here. And stick this one on here. Okay. I'm going to get fatter tape. So I probably should be decorating this first and then cutting the middle out for my photo mat, but I'm not going to.
So, everyone will just trying to get a comment up and it's jammed.
What have you done?
Oh, get out of that.
Don't get yourself blocked. It's not nice. I think someone's comment got blocked last night and there was nothing wrong with their comment. I just think the artificial intelligence took offense to it. It's not us. It just happens occasionally. I don't know why. Rightio. So this one over here.
Cam said the
It's
yellow
big.
looks better with the pink dots.
Yeah.
That was a little way back in the feed.
Rightio. So let's stick this piece on. Now we're gonna put photos on here in a minute. We might just get ourselves. I'm just trying to get rid of some of the white. Get ourselves a bit of a base going, so then we can work from there. I think then we need to actually build our photos out. Oh, is that upside down? That's better.
Do you stock Mintake products? Thanks. Yes,
Yes.
we do. I'll just put in a link for you.
So if you go down to the Mintate, to the brands, you'll get the Mintate, all the Mintate that's in stock. Yes, we do. We haven't bought Mintate in a little while. We have a lot of Mintate still. Rightio.
Just haven't got it.
Okay. So we're going to put sort of a big photo here. We'll put 4 photos here. And then here, let's put one color there. But I don't know what. Or do we do like a color here? Or maybe we need to deal with photos for a minute. Oh, look, I have a little bit of fake photo stuff.
I'll just put up the link for you there, Matt.
So,
You don't need to be sorry you're late, Marie. And I did notice that Debbie's joined us on YouTube. Hi, Debbie.
so we do like for okay. Okay. So on this page here, let's do 4 photos and let's try and crop them to like 4.5 by 4.5. This is just, I'm making fake photos. Okay. It is a lot quicker than me having a rummage around. And yeah, I had a nap this afternoon. I'm sorry. That's just sometimes. Yeah, 4.5 by 4.5. And then over on the left, we're going to make a 5 by 7 photo. And then
4.5 by 4.5 and 1 5 by 7.
Yep. Where's the rest of the black cardstock?
Great question.
It's over there. Can I have a bit of it, please? I'm going to cut my photos for my accordion doodah.
Oh, the flicky foldy bits and bobs.
Yeah. So this little guy here is going to take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 photos. Let's do that. And then this one here, we worked out we'd have 2 5-inch square photos. No, we didn't. Let's do 2 4.5s in here as well. Well, actually,
Absolute necessity.
yeah, let's do 2 4.5s in there. And then, so this one's going to go here. And then we worked out in here that we could fit 4 by 6 photos, didn't we? So we need 4 of those. Rightio. So, on our little flippy doodah thing, we're going to cover the pages, obviously, and then we'll cut the innards out of that. So when we cover those pages, we'll end up with 3.5 by 5.5 inch photos, and that's what we need 10.
Are you going to put a photo on every one? Or are you going to...
Yep. There's no point doing one of them if you're not going to add photos to it.
So using 10, 3.5.
Yeah, I was going to cut these all today. On the what? On the accordion booklet pull-out.
Let's see if I can spell accordion.
And then we needed 2 4x6s. We need 4.
4 4x6.
Yeah, that's nearly 4x6. It's close enough. This is leftover from an art project of Naomi's escape card. And yeah, need 2 more 4.5-inch squares. Let's do
Another 2 4.5 by 4.5.
yeah. So then to mat our little on our little booklet, how many of those have we got? It's a 4x6. That's not. That's those ones. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Need 2 of those. 2, 3, 4. So let's cut the rest of those. So we've got 4 of them. So these are the 3.5 by 5.5s. 5, 6.
So these aren't
7.
photo mats, guys. These are what Alicia uses fake photos.
8. These are actual 8, 9, 10. These are actually what would be photos. These are where you're going to put photos, but I'm just putting fake photos. And I started doing it because I haven't printed 2021 photos yet. So let's just be honest. My name's Lisa, and let's just be honest. I haven't printed my photos last year.
April 2022.
Yeah, so it's okay. I've got other years where I haven't printed any photos, except for if we did a graduation or a prom or something. But so instead of beating myself up, I started doing the fake photos. But I've worked out it really helps because in the pictures, you can actually see, and in the video, you can actually see, I need to turn this light off. You can actually see the size of photo you need. It makes it, because I'm going to write on these. So for the mats for these little guys, we're going to do 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. So this is paper 4 from Dreamland.
3/4 by 5 3/4.
What's that?
3 3/4 by 5.
Yep. So we're going to do pink ones and yellow ones. So
That paper 4 from Dreamland.
pink and yellow. Try to, maybe. Pink. And yellow. So what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh gosh, I need another piece of that. I'll cut it the same way. So 3 3/4. Seven, 8, 9, I had to turn that light off again because it was stroking. 9. It could be the light. That's what the last light did just before it died. 10. But that was a different phone too. That's a lot of paper. I'm telling you, there's a lot of paper in this.
Yeah, I won't build the kit till tomorrow, guys, because we just want to get it right. There's so much carbon paper in this kit.
Rightio. Oh, I forgot something. We need to mat this one on the front here. That's... And let's use a bit of this. So this is paper number 1 from Tropicana. So we're going to do a 7 1/4 inch, and I'm cutting 7 1/4 inch with the lines going up and down because I want the wood to go in the same direction by 5 1/4 inch. And you don't have to do it the same as me. There is no obligation to make something the same as I do. Trust me. Creating it a little different to me is not going to insult me these days. Okay. This one. I need to cut the middle out of this photo mat. Hacker alert. This is how we get mats for smaller things and how we get paper for other stuff. Jewel Judy. I don't know what Missy's killing. Hopefully not some creature she brought in earlier today. She'll do that. She'll bring a lizard in and put it somewhere. You know, be half alive, and then she'll come back later to kill it. So I would like to put this on with foam tape. Can anyone see the problem with that? It's that it needs to be, so it's 7 inches wide. I try and do the width measurement first by 5 inches high, and it's a fakey photo. So I want to put this on foam. We're actually just going to cut a tiny bit of foam from the middle and stick it with that. Because we kind of need to take it off when we put this in our page protector so that we can actually get it through the slot in the page protector with ease. We don't want to have it that it can't get through the page protector because we've got the page protector too thick. Okay, so let's put this up. Well, let's get our 4 photos for over here. We're not going to mat these.
Pam's thinking that she's going to use doggy papers.
Oh, that'd be cool.
A little dog scrap.
1, 2, 3, 4 of these, and these are 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch. The intent is that one day I'll probably be about 84, I reckon, by the time I replace all the fakey photos. No joking, people. No joke. Hey.
We've got just a couple of pages.
Just got a couple of pages. Like I do at least, yeah, I do 2 classes a week minimum. Some weeks I do more. Like we're coming up to a virtual retreat in May, and I will do 1,
8 classes.
2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'll do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 classes in less than 7 days. So how is this going to go? Oh, look at that. That's a nice little border. So what we're really doing is filling in the gaps, filling it with paper, and then, you know, what are we at? I'm gonna keep it on. We are gonna pull the pin at 2 hours, so we may end up with a Sunday night class. I haven't done a Sunday night class since 2020. You know, it is what it is. I'll do what I have to do. Oh, maybe I did do a Sunday night last year. I might have had to postpone a class to Sunday.
Lucky it's a long weekend.
Lucky it is a long weekend. Maybe
Oh,
we
in
do.
Queensland it's a long weekend.
I don't know. No one else has got a long weekend, do they?
No.
We do. It's Labor Day here on Monday. I don't think anything's open. We're not. I didn't even put a sign on the door.
Yes, so that does make 3 Mondays in a row.
3 Mondays in a row, public holidays. It's a little bit interesting for retail.
Means Tuesdays are very fun.
Yeah. So these are 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch fakey photos. This is just a grey-green light. It's Prismacolor colored pencil. And yeah, people think it's probably sacrilege, but I've written on hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fakey photos.
Well.
Stands out really well. Gosh, done that dodgy. It's soft. It doesn't hurt my hand to use, so it was a lot taller when I started.
Oh, there you go. They don't have a holiday in SA either.
Well, there you go.
Sorry about that.
We'll see how we go. I'm determined to try and get it done. So that's where we're at so far. And then let's flip this business up here. And let's deal with this little guy. Well, actually, let's put that back over there while we deal with the bits for it. So we've got these little photos and we've got some photo mats. So obviously, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Deary me, that's been unorganised. So we're going to cut the middle out of all of our photo mats. Hacker alert.
Yeah, only cut photo mat here.
I don't cut the innards out of structural things. Not in classes, that's for sure. Occasionally I might. But it takes extra work to do it. Because you've got to make sure that you don't damage the structural integrity of the thing you've built, like the mechanism you've built. Now I sound like I'm teaching you an engineering class. Last night we did math and engineering. Tonight we're doing
because you were talking about the
molecular structure of the paper and the cardstock.
Paper and cardstock.
Yeah, a bit of sciencey stuff. Hope everyone's doing well. Our hearts and prayers go out to anyone that's having, you know, that's sick or, you know, still dealing with natural disaster stuff. Got family or are in a war zone. There's a few of those around the world. We know that people watch us from all over the world.
Actually, that was interesting this morning about, we were listening to a podcast on the way to work about the guy that was on a business marketing one, and he's talking about asbestos roofing, and
yeah,
insurance companies actually pay for them to go and do this.
So if you have an asbestos roof, and if your house is built before 1991 in Australia, well, in Queensland especially, I don't know if it's all of Australia. I think it would be all of Australia, or anywhere in the world, I suppose. Some places probably still use asbestos. We don't in Australia anymore. And you have house insurance, and there's been a rain or event or something, your insurance company will pay or should pay for an assessment from a registered asbestos removal company to check your asbestos. And if your asbestos is not in perfect condition, your insurance company will usually pay to replace your roof. So interesting stuff. If you've had your insurance for a really long period of time, they most definitely will pay for your roof to be replaced, even if you haven't been in an event. We didn't realise that. Actually, let's stick all these on just in case I stick some upside down. Because we've seen me do that, haven't we? Let's stick them on before I write on them. Because I do have a habit of writing things and then sticking it on upside down. I don't always look at the writing. I would look at the people's if I had photos of people. Let me just say, I think this would make a great family outing. Just a huge family outing we have. So, best birthday present ever was spending the weekend with my family. With my children and my husband. So, the two that are here are rather quiet. Is she in bed or she skulked off reading or something? No, he's gone. I think he's gone to check on what the kids are up to. They're very quiet. But yeah, one of the kids that lives at home still is very quiet. He was, I don't know if you heard when we first came on the live, if you heard the piano playing, that was him playing one of his, might be a school piece, but I'm pretty sure it's his piano exam in September. Yes, we've been playing our piano exam pieces since December, and our piano exam is not until September. So, and I don't have to ask him to do that. The other one, I have to give her a bit of a flogging along. Well, not a flogging, but I have to give her a bit of a reminder to play the piano. And she's doing a Stedford. He's not doing a Stedford. He's doing exams instead. What are they doing?
Well, one was reading and one is making some sort of game out of books on the floor.
Oh, I thought she would have been reading, but he's reading.
He's reading.
He's reading his English book.
I've asked him to feed Maddie and
he's reading currently The Great Gatsby for school. He's most impressed, not.
There you go. Trish is back at the van. Dinner was awesome.
Oh, that's good. But yes, we did see some actually one of Quentin's school friends and her family today, and Quentin did, and one of the girls has been hurt, and it's reminded us that we've just got to let you all know that we are thinking of you and to take care and look after yourselves. Reminded us sort of how lucky we were.
Smart kids do dumb things.
Yeah, they do. And, you know, stuff happens. Stuff happens. Wrong place, wrong time. But she's okay-ish. But, you know, you just got to look after yourselves and know that you're part of a caring, creative community. Your creative family cares about you all. If you're not in our creative family, Quentin might put a link up. So it's our Scrapbook Fantasies creative family. Oh, hello, Debbie, over on YouTube. Quentin already said hello, didn't he? And hello, Anne.
Yeah,
I think Anne's new. Maybe? I don't know. We only know people watch now. So it used to pop up who was watching when we first started doing videos all the time in 2020. But now you've got to leave a comment for us to know you're there. We don't know you're there unless you comment. So hello to everybody that doesn't comment and hasn't.
So Tanya's asking, do you replace the fakey photo with a photo, or
yes.
do you stick tape?
Yeah, no, you replace the fakey photo with the real photo. Like you pull it up. That's why it's only tacked on with little bits of tape. So you take up the fakey photo and you put a real photo in its place. And the intention is that I would then use those fakey photos on other projects. So I probably need to, yeah. Once I get, so I've just got to finish Cottage Garden retreat kits this week, and then I'm going to do the June class kits, and then I'll do the out and about retreat kits, and then I might print photos. No, I'll be doing July by then. Okay. So I've got sort of stuff, kits I'm making every week for the next few weeks for a while. And then we'll have to sometime along there try and pack to go to Melbourne to the craft show. Paperific. Well, we're hoping to get to Paperific. Rightio. 10 little photos. So let's put this up here. This here. We've got a lot of white going on again. And let's start. Didn't put tape on that. Let's tape them as we go.
The kit will go up, Debbie, when she's finished, but it won't be tonight because I really want to triple check this one to make sure I've got everything right.
So we've got 2 pieces of this glitter paper. You know that, don't you, Quentin? Have you been writing everything down?
That's Streamline number 4, isn't it?
Yep, got 2 of it.
2 of it. I've got 2 of Tropicana 4. And 2 of
Why Tropicana 4? Why have you got 2 of it?
It's the yellowy greeny coloured one. So we're going to use 1 of it.
1 of it. We've got 2 of number 1.
2 of number 1. Right.
So we've got yellow, and then let's do pink. Let's try and do an alternating thing.
So, and there's 6 or 7 sheets of cardstock in this one as well.
7 sheets of cardstock. He's going to try and build it tonight, Debbie. But I can get Quentin to write your name down, and we can, if you send us a messenger message to the store, we can send you the link to the class as soon as it goes up. The kit. We'll have a few. We won't have a massive number, but we'll have a few. So then let's do pink here. Oops. And then we've got to do yellow here.
And we do lives every Friday night.
Yep.
Some Saturday nights, just depending on.
We usually only do 1 Saturday night every 3 months, but it's not. It's every month for the next few months. Well, actually, this is the 2nd Saturday night for April. The other one was a mini book. So when we do a virtual retreat, we do a Friday night and a Saturday night. So this one was yellow, and let's.
So in the creative family that Alicia just put the link up for, Alicia teaches in there on Tuesday mornings and Wednesday nights every week. But
all the classes since week 12 of 2020, make sure I'm getting my alternating right here. They are all saved in either the Creative Family or on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. Some of them are in 2 places. We've been streaming them to YouTube as well for the last couple of months. We just had so many people in very rural and regional areas and remote places in all around the world that were just having a little bit of trouble with the streaming and the replay. So we just wanted to have an extra option.
Especially with all the storms around too. It seems that YouTube doesn't require as much.
Sometimes if there's a storm between you and us, it's not going to be great. Because we're in a natural geographical bowl. So we've got the Great Dividing Range we've got the Great Dividing Range out there, and then we've got islands out there.
Yeah.
So to the west of us, we've got the Great Divide, and to the east of us, we've got islands, and we're sort of in a little bit of a hollow. And in the hollow with us is a whole heap of industry. So, and the energy plants and that. So it gets hot in here. It is actually really hot here right now.
You've got the aircon on.
Yeah, we've got the air conditioning on. Okay, so that looks really pretty. I don't know if you can see all that, but that looks quite pretty, I think. Sorry about the lighting. We've had to turn it down. So now what have we got? We've done yellow, pink, yellow, pink, yellow. So now we're going to have to do pink, yellow, pink, yellow, pink, yellow, pink. I did too many there, didn't I? So let's put the tape on the back of these ones. Ready to go. Let's just speed up our process. So when I make something like this, what I do is I'll prep and mat all my photos, and I might like write little instructions which photo goes there. Like I might write, you know, Grandma and Frank and you know, Naomi and someone else, and well actually, oh no, Naomi's Fred. Amelia's Frank. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll write who's, you know, what photo goes where, or I'll number the back of the photo once it's got its mat on, and then I'll number there, but I'll mat everything and get it organized and put the tape on it all and then stick it all together.
This has got a sideways flip out on one of these too, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there is a side flip on one of them. Oh, better keep going. Keep going, Elisa. Don't stop.
Besley said, yes, Tanya, pokey photos are replaced, but sometimes I think the black would look good behind it.
Yeah. Yeah,
As a double
yeah.
mat.
Yep. There's been a few of them when I've gone, and I'm not a big black fan, and I'm gone on scrapbook pages, but I've gone, oh, I like that. I do like it that, but it does identify it. What are we doing? We're doing pink.
Sounds like the voicemail from the tax office.
Oh, we had the tax office trying to debt collect for some bloke that lives 150 kilometres from us the other day. We don't even know who it is. They rang 2 of our phones. One of them was my personal one, and the other one was our business, trying to find some bloke to get money out of him. And Quentin's like, no, mate, you've got the wrong number.
He was a really heavy accented guy too. That was.
Oh, yeah, and he just didn't understand that bloke Brendan wasn't there, and that he was 150 kilometres away from where he needed to be.
In Rockhampton like 6 times.
Yeah.
Sorry for mate Rockhampton. The tax officer after you, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It could have been a scam too. It could have been a scam.
That gave the thing to play the message thing.
Oh, did they?
Security was going to supply me the security thing.
Oh, there you go.
And someone at one of the medical centres in Rockhampton has also given Alicia's mobile number.
Yeah. There's a bloke called Anthony that's given Glenmore Doctors. Hello, Anthony. If you're watching, Glenmore Doctors are after you because you need to turn up to your appointments because they keep on texting me. I have run this doctor's surgery and told them that they need to take my mobile phone number off this bloke's account. And they said, oh, we can't give you that information. I said, I don't want information. I just want it taken off. It's a bit funny. Now I just delete them because I've tried to help them and they just don't. And they should be able to search in their system by the mobile phone number.
I had the guy in England with his wheelie bin once, remember? He gave the council my number to get his wheelie bin replaced.
Oh, yep. So look at that. You can't see it coming out of here. I think that's pretty. And it's got a bit of body. So once you get your photos on your mats, and you imagine if we hadn't cut the middle out of all those mats, because this is a pile of mat bits, we hadn't cut all that out. Imagine, yeah, I don't know if the tax office rings you. I just get messages from my gov when my bass is ready and that. Imagine if we hadn't cut all that off. That's pretty awesome stuff. Let's put that over there. And I've made an awful big mess here. So let's decorate this little bit here with something we've got scrappy already. So this is the middle of this map. So let's use it on both sides of here. And then we'll come back and we'll decorate it later with something. So obviously this is 6 inches wide and this is 2 inches deep.
6 by 2.
Yep, so I'm not cutting a 6 by 2. I'm cutting 2 pieces and they're going to be 5 3/4 And because I've just hacked this out, you could have cut this out nice and straight, hey? I could have too, if I bothered. Let's straighten this up. So we're going to do 5 3/4 by 1 3/4, and we're going to do 2 of those. And let's just straighten this up and make it nice. Let's just make it there, and then so that's 1 3/4 from there. That way, so that's 1 3/4 and a 1 3/4. Mamie John's class went pretty well today. If you have any other questions, I know some of you asked questions about art journals and what she uses. If you have any other questions, oh, do we use that? Let's use that on the front.
Did no one make you an ice cream?
And then let's use this one on the back.
You can't put that to the person.
See, Jewel Judy.
It needs to be shown.
And you all thought I was mad using this reddy, orangey, pinky colour wood on my Tropicana collection, but I'm just telling you, it's such a handy colour.
Come on, let's get you on that little miss.
It's that word, handy.
Handy.
Yeah. My dad had a whole shed full of handy that Quentin had to deal with. There we go. Look at that. Okay, let's deal with in here. So I think in here, what we're going to end up with is a strip through here, a strip through here, and a strip through here. I think that's going to be the best way to deal with this. And then we're going to have some nice little gappy lines, and it's going to look nice and, you know, clean and graphic. So having these little borders around, these little white borders around, helps it to stay clean looking, even though it's as busy can be. So let's have a look at our scraps. Obviously, they're not big enough. What have we got here? That runs the wrong way. That's not big enough. That's not big enough.
Hands it high, nearly.
No. Maybe we'll put this down the bottom. And this through the middle. Where we put this at the bottom. No, let's put this at the bottom, this up there, and this there. Rightio. So let's get a ruler out, a handy ruler. So this area here is, so this one's going to have to be 2.5. So let's find something to write on. What are we not going to use in this? I'm not going to use this purple. So red is going to be 2.5 high. And then this section here is going to be, so yellow is going to be 6.5 high. You can't see that, I know. That's just for me. And then this, 1 1/8. And then pink is going to be 1 1/8. That's a crappy measurement. Okay. So we've got enough pink here. So it needed to be 1 1/8 high. Oh, gee, bollockers. Yeah, what's the matter, Mealy? Double page layout. And these are going to be 11 3/4 wide. We've got that one. And then this is going to be 6.5 by 11 3/4. And then the red is going to be, and did I have another strip of red? So I've grabbed another piece, Quentin, of yellow number 4, Tropicana number 4, and a piece, oh no, I didn't use that. Oh, and I've got a piece of Dreamland number 1. So the red needed to be 2.5. So 1, 2.5. So I'm back measuring the red. Yeah, it's going to take us a while to make sure. Right,
So what's the red side?
so 2.5 by 11 3/4. So let's test drive them first. This one there. And there. Nice. And then in here. That is having conniptions.
I thought he said go away to me, but he said
No, he didn't say go away to you. He said go away to his thing that's not working. He did say that to you.
Keep getting things pop up trying to get me to buy stars when I'm typing in my comments.
Okay. So let's make sure that we try and line up this bottom one down here with its mate next door. That's the pink spot. Nice. And I've lined up, I don't know if you can see, I've lined up there and there to be the same. So then let's put this one in the middle. So it does get heavy. What are we at? We're at that 1 hour mark. I've still got 50,000 photos to add to it. And this is a very good lesson in how much paper it takes to make an interactive double. It's a lot.
I just like watching.
Yeah, it still sits there nicely. And then we'll sit this one in here. I don't think it's going to sit up with that one there. No. Maybe. We do that. Get it almost up there with it. It's not too bad. Rightio. So let's try and get a bit of scraps going on here. See, these are A5. So this piece is 7 by 9. So let's look at where we're at. Clean up. Yes, let's. I don't know what that was out of. The 80s. Audio. We've still got all this under here.
That'll be a lot.
Okay, so we've got this piece that we've not long cut. So let's cut a spot timber going up and down. So let's cut a 8 3/4 by 6 3/4. I'll put that in there. And then no. No.
They said leave it white.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, but I've got a magnet. I've got a magnet there we've got to cover. Okay, does this look like dog's breakfast? That's a bit bold. That's way too much. Let's leave it for the moment.
We'll come back to that one.
We'll come back to that one. Let's do this one here.
What do you think of
Yep. Yep.
it? Needs a break. This is going to be like a 20 photo interactive page.
Well, we've already got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 allocated photos.
Wow.
That'll be like all our photos.
No.
We'll have all our photos.
I must really like this cousin's wedding you were going to talk about.
Ha ha ha.
Nice
yeah.
try, Dad.
Nice try, but no banana.
Top and bottom so it carries the same theme, says Lee, talking about leaving it white.
Hmm. Yeah. I just don't know. I think it needs to be something. I'm going to leave it for the moment. The bottom does need the red. Gets a bit lost without it. Oh dear. Just adding 100. So these are 4 across, so they're 4 inch by 6 inch fakey photos. See, there's no plan. Don't know if that's a good thing sometimes. Actually, if I plan something, it never goes to plan. Like this week, I accidentally fussy cut the wrong stuff. I had put enough of that chocolate brick in to make a double page, but I had fussy cut one of the sheets, so I didn't have enough to make a double
I've got to
page.
say, with 600 classes under your belt, fussy cutting the wrong piece of paper once.
Yeah, I think once is
I
once.
think that's classified as an acceptable mistake.
Acceptable.
If it was every 6 page, we'd be able to chat on the next performance review.
Right. I better write on these. How am I going to photograph this thing?
Can we tell them what you had to Photoshop out this morning?
I had to Photoshop my feet out of the photos that I've taken. If you have a look at YouTube, the picture on YouTube, one of those pictures had my feet in it, and I had to Photoshop my feet out. And I'm going to say I'm really glad I did graphic design as my electives when I did my most recent diploma of theoretical digital art. Don't ask what graphic design has to do with that. I did visual art theory. Yeah, I'm so glad I started with that, and then I got interested in designing my own papers and everything, because I really got rid of those feet so well, and it took me like seconds. I'm really glad I have those skills.
Pam was saying that the page the other night with the wrong piece was still awesome.
Oh, I love how it turned out. The Parker, like the patchwork. Oh, now, Leonie sent me exactly what patchwork pattern that is. It's on my phone, and you're watching this through my phone. Sorry, I'll have to write it down.
It was an awesome page. Did you say we used 7 pieces of on one so far?
Yeah. Well, this pencil's almost needing to be
Sharpened.
So now these 2 4x6s. Oh no, it's not those 2. I've got these 2 4x6s here. I'll put them there. Look at that. I just had a brainwave. Sorry.
Thank you, Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane said looks correct.
Thank you. Thank you. See, I have to be, you know, I'm a bit funny about accepting praise. I'm not good at it. I'm very self-critical. I'll admit that.
Is there a more stronger adjective than secondary?
I beat myself up sometimes.
Yes.
I did a bit of, beating myself up over the fussy cutting the wrong thing. Let's put this one here. Match it up with the one above, and then have a nice little border at the top. So these are going to be 4x6 photos. I'm just going to have to cut 2 more. I've got to work out where those 4.5 by 4.5s were going. I think I know. I think. Maybe. Maybe I know. Now, I'm going to say you could have put 4 small photos, or you could put 6 small photos. Like if you've got photos that need to be, you know, hacked to oblivion, you could put them. And we're going to leave that blank for the moment. And then we're coming into here. We've got these 2 4x4s, right? I just need to move the page up a bit. Did Dad have my pencil, did he? Jeez, he's naughty. Wait till I get a hold. Oh, okay. You wait till I get a hold of Dad.
I think I've been stitched up here.
Getting a bit stitched up, are you? So why don't we do that and a piece of this here. And then we put the 2 photos there like that. I like that. I think that's pretty. What do you think of that? Let's do that. So let's make this one 5 3/4 by, what did we do? We did 8 1/4. Yep, 8 1/4. And then this one is going to be 5 3/4 inches. by 1 3/8, wasn't it? I did that earlier. Oh, dear me. So it's halfway between, and I should have cut it before I cut it down. It's halfway between 1/4 and 1/2.
So 5 3/4 by 8 3/4. And then what was the measurement and the 1 1/8?
So, oh, it's not wide enough. 1 3/8 by 5 3/4. So let's just do 1 3/8 here the whole way through, because I've got a mark at the top and a mark at the bottom, and that is so much easier. That other bit wasn't wide enough. Dearie me. There's a pink piece, pink tone-on-tone solid from the paper pad we're using, and a piece of the yellow glitter. So when you've got a bazillion photos on a layout, right, on an interactive double, or if it's just a double page, you don't have to mat every photo. Like, it's not necessarily a prerequisite to mat every single photo. I am going to say, when you've got folds like this, leaving the little border is good, because what it does is it means that you've got a little bit of easement so that when you fold it, the paper's not going to get all jammed up in that little space. So then let's put this little guy here.
Debbie's brought Alicia is amazing. She just thinks on the hop how to do the pages you need to watch last night. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sarah Jane said you need to start getting used to praise. I've only just found you, but from what I've seen so far, you do some amazing work.
Thank you, Sarah Jane. And look, and I'm going to say I do amaze myself. And when I have to explain to people, like when they come into the store and I say, well, this is my pattern paper and we manufacture all of this. And I don't want to have a bleat, but I'm going to have a little bit of a bleat. We manufacture a lot of stuff. So we don't print the pattern paper. So we have, like, the collection that's about to be released makes 15 full collections. And then we've got 2 half paper collections, which are only 3 papers each. So all the others have got 6 papers. We manufacture color cuts and title cuts, and we manufacture picture cuts. And, you know, Noah was there at work today making flare buttons, and we make a lot of stuff, right? Let's put it up here and leave some room down the bottom for journaling. I know that's a dirty word, journaling. But we kind of don't get a lot of support because we don't manufacture for mining or coal or super yachts or science.
Just supports us. There's nothing from the government as an incentive to.
There's no incentive to manufacture
anything except for stuff for space.
Space, coal, mining, industry, and super yachts. So, but we're still going to keep doing it because I love it. And it just amazes me sometimes how sometimes when I look around in the shop and I'm showing people and they say, so what have you done? And, you know, what have you done in the last 2 years while I've been away? And it's like, well, these are the things we've made. And I do amaze myself when I turn around and go, wow, we have done so much. Like, our kids have learnt new skills and manufacturing. I've got a 15-year-old that can run an online store. Like, I could leave Noah to run my retail store. He runs the retail store on weekends and holidays. He is just the best. This is getting a little thick, but remember, what are we at? Did we work out we're at 21 photos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the 10 in here. 21 photos so far.
So the link I just put up now was because someone asked for the patchwork link up higher.
Yeah,
so
the patchwork pages.
That's the link for the patchwork link and card. Patchwork page and card.
It turned out pretty good.
And that's super.
What do we want to put here? We want to put a little pattern here. Do we think we might like this little pattern with the buzzy bees?
We're just trying to think how we can get super yachts into scrapbooking
We all met my smart mouth
They have
husband
to be
quoting.
super yachts, but so I don't know what actually designates a super yacht. That once we followed one on the highway.
Yeah. It was called Hooligan. We followed the Hooligan out west.
It was crazy wide too.
Hooligan is crazy, crazy wide. I'm just saying it is a crazy big yacht. It is massive. They couldn't take it on down the Bruce Highway to get it to Sydney from Cairns.
It was all folded up kind of thing.
It was massive, and it was on the hugest truck, and then there was other stuff on other things. It was awesome.
That was
It's amazing what you see on the highway sometimes.
And the extreme use of pool noodles between every part of it. Hundreds of pool noodles.
So if we put that there, and then we put this one here. I know you don't all like this one, but it's not bad. It brings calm to it, but depth. And then in here, let's put. I'm trying to use my scraps. You could put yellow there, and then pink, and then let's put a bit of something here. I'll put a bit of that there. Okay. So let's do some cut and stick as we go. Let's do that. Yes, let's. Where's that ruler? I need that ruler. Here's a pencil. I dropped it. Hopefully it doesn't break on the innards. Need that pencil. I'll have to go hunting for another one. So this piece here, I'm pretty sure was a 4x6. And then we're going to need a photo to whack on that, because that just screams photo to me. I don't know about you, but it screams photo. Okay, so we're nearly at an hour and a half. Can we have a little bit of some sort of consensus-y stuff about Sunday night? Are we going to do a Sunday night?
How much more have we got today?
Yep.
You haven't even Alicia.
Oh no, that one will work. 1, 2, 3.5. So we're going to have a 3.5 by 5.5 photo. And then we're going to do a 3 3/4. And we've got the lines going across this way. Because we're going to try and have the lines going the same way by 5 3/4. I do get a little messy at times. Hello. See, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be really cranky with myself if I don't use what. So I have got all this. Come here. I have got all this fussy cutting I did. Look at all this. I even fussy cut these little guys. Oh my gosh.
Whatever
Look
makes
at
it
them.
easier for you, Sandra says.
Look at that. I just don't want to rush and cut it short. And I really want to show you how to cut the page protector and also how to stick on some vellum embellishments. Real beauty is to be true to oneself.
Oh, because that book's got element punishments.
Yes, it's got lots of stuffs in it. So we need to cut the middle out of this 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. Yep, I'm just hacking. Sorry. And we probably need to make some little pull tabby bits. So this was 5.5 inches wide by 3.5 inches high. And it's a fakey photo. And I wrote the wrong measurement on every one of those little tiny photos.
Did you really?
Yep, I did. The 3.5 by 5.5, and I wrote 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. Every one of those. I wonder if I'll be able to rub that out. Guess what I'm doing tomorrow? Gee, Willikers. Don't listen to me, people. I'm dodgy. Holy dooly.
As I said, this album's like the never-ending story.
It is a bit of a never-ending story, isn't it?
Yeah. That's why I put the bibs and bobs thing in my Facebook post, because it's just full of flaps and flips and bibs and bobs.
Yep. So don't forget, on Tuesday we made a mini bookie cardy thing, as Quentin called it. I need to actually tag it on YouTube with mini bookie cardy things so that if someone goes looking for it, they find it. So we're going to stick this on this little flap here. So this is inside that pull-up bit. And I've just got a mess here. I need to clean up. So we know that to fill a 10-inch by... No, let's not use that one. Let's use pink glitter.
So
We know to fill this 10-inch by 6-inch. Let's make sure it's 6 inches, because it is. So we know to fill the 10 by 6, we need to cut this piece to 5 3/4 by 8 1/4, and then this piece needs to be 5 3/4 by 1 3/8. So let's cut our 1 3/8 first. I'd say I need a bigger desk space, but it wouldn't all fit in the screen. By 5 3/4.
1 3/8.
And this is going to be 8 1/4. We had our traditional lunch. First time we had lunch at Fresh Fix for 3 weeks because they were closed for Easter and we were away last weekend. So it was absolutely lovely catching up with everyone at Fresh Fix Cafe. If you're coming to Gladstone and you're looking for somewhere to have lunch, I'm going to recommend Fresh Fix.
Okay, so the
So
yellow
this-
piece of card there, what size is this from?
5 3/4 by 8 1/4. You should know about that by now. So do we want to put this one in here? I think we might. Yeah, let's put that one in there. This is from the paper pad. So they're single-sided. Everyone's cup and tea. So let's go. We need a 3 3/4 by 5 3/4 to go in there. And it's going to go in here. I'm going to cut the innards out of that because we're going to put a photo on it. It just screams photo to me. I'm sorry. It just does. Yep, I'm just tacking it out. And then let's cut another photo. So we need a photo for that. So it's a 5 1/2 by 3 1/2.
What would you describe that piece of orangey stuff there?
It is like a dark coral watercolor pattern.
Dark coral single-sided post.
Yeah, from the paper pad. Okay, I'm in a mess now. So this one's a 5 1/2 by 3 1/2 inch. Baking photo. Let's put the trimmer away for a moment. Let's get a little bit of tidiness going and stick some stuff together. Oh. Remembering this one's just sitting here. Bit of foam because it's got to come off to go in the page protector. So let's put our ruler here. Let's make sure we're straight. An awful way up there. Let's put our scissors away. Let's just clean up some of our mess. We might deal with our title, like we might start our title before we go to bed tonight. And we have an interlude. That's foam. It's tape.
Sorry for the interruption last night, peeps. We heard together.
What's that? Oh, at the end. Yeah, some little kids. They were little kids, not much older than Amelia. Got into Mum's car down on the road. Out the front, so lock your cars, people. We didn't realise that the key, the key fob thing was broken and it didn't lock the car properly.
Yeah, what?
It only partially,
Unclipped and you got to...
it only partially locked the car. So, yeah, Good Samaritan came along and asked them what they were doing, saw them get in and asked them what they were doing, and they ran away. So
Probably he was coming down the street.
yeah, or who knows what would have happened. They couldn't hotwire it. It's got a security disable thing in it. Still, they could have done damage to it.
Yeah.
We're not telling Mum about it, but that'll just upset her. She's 81. She doesn't need that.
But apparently they're fast runners.
Yeah, they ran off into the scrub with no shoes on, like up in out. So if you're overseas, that's bushland, kind of like forest, but a bit scragglier.
Lots of dry sticks.
Lots of dry sticks and dirt and rocks and, you know, traditional Australian bushland. Oh, and there is a barbed wire fence that the council used to have in there that they've just let fall on the ground, so that worries me.
Carol said thanks for the great class. Good night. See you, Carol.
See you, Carol. Sorry it's so late. I think that's just a scrap pencil there. Rightio, we're going to put a photo on there, but we're going to put a photo here. So, do we put another nice big photo here? Let's just get something biggish. Do we put another nice big photo sitting in there?
Title next to it or something.
Yeah, well, these are for words. So last night I had left some strips. So out of our 7 bits of cardstock, we only had these 3 strips of white card, right? So I would say what we might end up doing is cutting these strips down and using them for journaling. Make journaling strips out of them. Like, I like to write on little, like, just short of 1/2 inch, like 3/8 inch strips. My journaling. I still haven't dealt with this yet. We need to deal with this, and we just need to make a decision here. So let's just make it a photo. But while we're doing that, let's just deal with more than one thing at once. So we're going to put a title there. So we need a piece to go here. We need a piece to go here. And then we need to cover this and this and this. Rightio. Oh, and that there too. Okay. Yes? I think that's a yes. I think that one.
Heather says yes.
I think that's a yes. You know when you know, hey? You do, don't you? Let's just have a rummage in our scraps here. Yep, there we go. That'll do. So this needs to be 5 3/4 by 8 1/4 inches. So 5 3/4 inches. So this is a fairly close together pinky floral, Quentin.
5 3/4 by 8.
Yeah. So once you do sort of like you find a sort of a way it looks good. So once you find a sort of you've got a lot of, notice how we had a lot of, so that was 1 3/8 by 5 3/4. Notice we have a lot of areas that are 6 inches by 10 inches. And that's deliberate so that we actually can deal with those areas in a similar way and it looks good. So when this comes up here, this is going to be in here like this, right? And then this piece is going to come over it like that, right? And then this bit's in here, which we didn't stick down yet. Whoopsie. So that looks okay when that's like that. So maybe when we do that, if we do this piece here, and we might have enough. So this needs to be 2 3/4 wide. We've have enough of this to do both sides of this, and then we could fill that with little photos. Do you know what I mean? Like we could put 3 little photos, like little 2.5-inch photos. So how many of those would we get? No, we wouldn't. We just get 2 little photos on there. So let's do that. Let's cut that little bit. And then, don't lose that. Stay there. Let's cut this. So this is going to be, so how long was this? This was 7 inches long and it's 3 inches wide. So we need 2 pieces that are 2 3/4 inches wide by 6 3/4 long. So let's cut the 6 3/4 and let's keep the pinky color by 2 3/4. So 6 3/4 by 2 3/4. 2 of. Okay. And then what do we say? 2.5-inch photos. Oh, we'll get them out of that. We need
6
4.
3/4 by 2 3/4. And what did you cut that out of? Sorry, Liz, what did you
I
say?
cut that out of like an ombre, coral, and yellow piece. Watercolor. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm really sorry I do flit around a bit. So now we know we need 2 5x7 photos. We know we need 2 of those because we've created 2 spaces for them.
What was the photos?
5x7. Oh, 2.5 by 2.5. We made a couple of those. We made 4. Rightio. So let's come back. We've had this here long enough to know we love the pink. We know we love the pink there. We've had it there all the time. Let's just cut the hoo-ha and stick the pink in. Like really. Why I hadn't stuck that in. I think I was working on the left-hand page and just didn't come back. So it doesn't sag.
We've already cut that one earlier.
Yeah, we cut this one. This is one we cut before. This is one we prepared earlier. Way earlier.
What length is the tape using?
That is 24mm, so it's nearly an inch. It's just short, a fraction short of an inch. So it's 24mm expressive tape. We might put a link up for lucky. I love 24mm tape. So prior to 2020, I actually did all my scrapbooking with 36mm tape. I didn't use 6mm. I use 6mm now because it stresses you out when I use too fat a tape. Look, I've even got my bit of board. So I'm going to put my tape on the back of these 2 strips. Now these are going on this little piece here. So let's make them.
Oh, look, Brenda wants to blow. It's flat. Oh no, it's not water.
Oh, she wants to do a library.
Yeah, it's 8:30 at night. She's not doing the library for long.
No. She does like nighttime classes.
You might turn the aircon off, do you? Someone would think it was summer around here.
We'll go there. And the little one down the bottom, and we'll put something in the middle. How about we do that? With a little space in there, like we could put a little, you know. little tabby thing and something.
And you said she usually uses wide tape.
Yeah, I like wide tape.
I would just ask better too.
Yeah, nothing falls apart in my albums. I'm just saying. Fakey photos might come off because there's not much tape on them, but they're meant to come off. So I'm actually going to, even though when this goes like this, I'm actually going to do it so that they're going to have the peach at the top on both sides. Oh, I need to sharpen this, so I can't hold it anymore. If you are an artist or you know someone that's an artist and you want a really lovely gift, I know this sounds salesy. This is a German Brunzil brass. It's actually a lump of brass. It's probably worth more than what the $18 something or $20 we charge for it. They're quite expensive. We do a bit of discount on them. This one's normal and this one's colour, but I just use this side. You should always twist but it's the best sharpener on the planet. I'm just going to say it is beautiful for art pencils. So these were 2.5 inch. Look at that. That's better. By 2.5 inch. And that bipping sound is Amelia with the barcode scanner in her library. Because they have a barcode scanner at school library. So she has one in her library. And if she's playing libraries, that means that the big long bookcase that runs the whole length of our hallway, which is a longish hallway, and it's a custom bookcase. I've got another one here in my studio. Will most likely be emptied into her bedroom or the spare bedroom.
Wow.
She's across 2 rooms right now, and it has to end because she's just enjoying it a little too much.
She was bailing up Missy, asking Missy what her customer library card number was.
What a customer library card was. And I bet you, Missy, you had no interest in it at all.
And then there was, do you have a barcode on your collar? And I went, no, she doesn't. You don't scan the cat.
Don't scare the cat. Yep. Sorry about the bipping sound. She's a funny monkey. Okay.
She'll figure out one day that bipping sound is when it doesn't read.
Yeah. Oh, no, it does bip when it reads.
And you go, did it, but not.
I'm not in any fit state at the moment to turn this around. Pull it off. Yep. So I even showed you last night how to move your magnets. How to move your magnets around and get them closer. Oh, I need to turn this. Look, I'm sorry.
I'm going to see if the magnets work for all the extra cards you put on the river to put more magnets in.
Oh, they should work. He's being a bit of a naysayer. He's jinxing me. He's jinxing me, everyone. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, she's having fun, Pam, but she's going to bed soon.
Oh yeah, Pam. She's she'll take all she can get, the little night owl.
It didn't take long to figure out that on a loft bed you can just roll back over and snuggle up against the wall and Mum and Dad can't really reach you.
Yeah. She's like her oldest brother. She does like to
She likes a good sleep in.
she likes to sleep in and stay up late. She does not like an afternoon nap, but unlike him, Milton, yes, Milton was still having 2 sleeps a day when he started preschool, but he'd only just turned 4 when he started preschool. And then that goes up like that. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, got a mark there. Isn't that pretty? So let's put a 5 by. Oh no, this is sideways. Let's put a 5x7 photo. 7 inches wide. Sorry?
Have we cut that already or not?
Yep. We cut 2 5x7 photos, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not that one. No, I'll stick it down properly. So this takes a bit longer to decompose, but we do put these in the bottom of our garden beds. So we use all the paper we produce at the paper rubbish we produce it at the store. We use that as weed suppressant in our garden beds, which is like carbonous mulch in our garden beds.
Chickens love it.
Chickens love it. They love scratching in it in paper. So let's just whack this one in here with a nice even around. And then under here, sorry, I'm just trying to, and this is 7 inches wide, 5 inches high, and it's a fakey photo. I'm working on it sideways to try and help you guys see. I've lost count of photos. Has anyone been counting photos? We were at 21 a while ago. We're at 21 probably 15 photos ago. I've written the wrong measurements on all the photos in the accordion, so I'll have to try and rub that out and change that before I photograph it. 8:47. Okay, we're going to pull the pin at 2 hours. We might be back. We'll be back tomorrow night. Let's just be honest.
We haven't done a title yet.
Haven't done the title. I was going to do the title. We haven't embellished it. We haven't finished all the pages. We need to do this in here. We need to do these two. So let's do these.
A mini book. Well, it's not like a mini book. It's like a maxi book.
These are 5 by 4. Got 2 of those, and this is 10 by 10. I should have known that. Jeez, Willikers. So I've got 2 5 by 4s and a 10 by 10. So that 10 by 10, what are we going to put on it? Do we do another piece of this pink in here? Do we love the pink enough to do another pink in there? Is that too much pink? Do we love the pink enough for that?
So it's going to be a 9 3/4 by 9 3/4.
Yeah. I think we love the pink. And then these 2 little bits here, these 2 little pieces, they're going to be 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. Oh, bit of scrap there. 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. Let's have a look at what we've got here. I didn't do this yet. So where are we? Let's do that. Let's do this one. I love this one.
And then a 9 3/4 from 9 3/4 from the pink spot.
Yeah. So that's a Tropicana paper 1. And then this one, we need 4 3/4 by 3 3/4 by 2. 1, 2. Then we need to make. What's that? So it's orange flowers with buzzy bees. And then we need, I'm going to do little 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 photos. 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then let's do 4 more photos that are 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches.
How many 4.5s or 4.5?
Another 4. Three. It's a lot of photos. There's a lot of photos in this. We're working tomorrow. Yay!
Whoops. I missed a comment. Too much pink, do the glitter.
Oh, crap.
Sorry.
Oh, no, the glitter's not big enough. Oh, the glitter would be big enough if I went the other way, but I've run out of glitter. I've run out. Poop. I do have yellow, but I've got yellow for over here, I think. Okay, sorry. Sorry.
That was my mistake. I hadn't scrolled to the bottom of my.
Oh, whoops. Unless I do the red. Or do we do the red in there? Oh, that's not bad. Let's do red. I know you don't all like the red, but the red's nice. Let's do the red. Oh, gosh. Plastic barcode scanner.
Heather liked the yellow and Tanya liked the red. Leslie said, yep, the red. Sorry, peeps.
So these were 4 1/4 wide by 3 1/4 high. There was 2 of those. Does it get a bit hot again?
4 1/4 by 3 1/4.
Yeah. It's just really hot here for some reason. And then we had 4 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch fakey photos.
I've got those ones already. Turn the aircon back on. It's bloody 8:45 at night. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. It's 8:45 at night. And it's hot.
Yeah, on the second last day of April.
It's the last day of April, isn't it? 30 days at September, April, June.
Oh no, it's the last day of April. Oops, I was thinking it's 29th. Put tape on these. There's no way I could have prepared the photos ahead of time for this. I had no idea it was going to take this many photos.
Leslie said they've got the aircon on up there too.
Yeah.
It's freezing in Wodonga. Heater is on in the frost tonight.
Yeah, nah, it's as hot as Hades here.
Yeah, it's crazy weather.
So, Desley's about an hour and a half north of us. Hour and 20 minutes north of us, probably.
And Wodonga's a 2.5 day drive.
Yeah. 2.5 day drive.
South.
Oh, that's not driving at night. We don't drive at night. The latest we'll be driving is, well, we start driving at 5 in the morning, and latest we'll go till it's about 6:45, 7 o'clock.
There you go. Pam's got the heater on.
You know.
She's got Scruffy snuggled up on it.
Yeah, no, sorry. It's way too hot here in Gladdy.
Yeah, no. There'll be no smuggling here tonight. Too hot.
I've left a little bit of a bigger border because I wanted to see some of those buzzy bees. Yep, there goes the barcode scanner again. Make sure the bees are the right way out. I am. I don't always. Sometimes a bit dodgy, aren't I?
You've got to buy a budding librarian or barcode.
It's a Bluetooth barcode scanner. Okay, so this has got to go this way. How did we have that border around that one? About that. I think it's gone flat. This is a lot of photos.
That is a lot of. We'd have to be over 30 photos.
Oh.
Because it'd have to be like a first cousin's wedding day because you wouldn't take this one to the second cousin. Yeah, Desley, we had that this morning too.
What's that?
The shower rain, because I got up, well, the cat woke me up at 5 o'clock, so I got up with all great intentions of doing something.
Sat down on
Cat sat down on the lounge chair and went to sleep and woke up and it was raining.
at 6:15.
Lucky it rained or I wouldn't have woke up.
Oh God. Okay. Let's turn it back around on that side. It's getting a little bit difficult to manage. And then let's just move me out this way a bit further. I am way away from the desk now. Let's just fold this back on itself like that.
If you ever tell me you want to go to a smaller desk, I'm going to remind you of this project.
I've thought about it. Be a silly idea.
Cam said she loves the bees.
They're cute, eh? It's a bit crooked. Should be right.
Have we got any white that we still have to cover? Or is it all-
Yeah, we do. Oh, look at that. Okay, so the right-hand page. Look at that. And does it stand up? It's not too bad. Oh, no. It's not great. It's a bit full. It'll get there. In an album, it'll be right. So we've got this with 4 photos.
Am I counting this? Or are you counting?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whoops, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's 18 photos. There goes the ruler. 18 photos there. 19, 20, 21. Oh no! 22, 23, 24, 25 plus 10 is 35. So we've still got a couple of bits to cover. This is
35. That's an album, dear.
Let's have a look at what scraps we've got. No,
No, Ross, sorry. The black things are fakey photos. So
fake photos. Fakey
Elisa-
photo.
Elisa will remove those when she puts the photos on. You could leave them there if you want and have as a double outline, double map. We spoke of that before. Hope that helps.
What do we think of that? Right, let's do this bit here. Hey, Quentin,
Yes, dear.
Could you see if you can find another piece of this and another piece of this?
I'm just doing this.
So this is a 7x9 piece.
No, that's not what paper.
Those two.
Okay, so this is a 7x9. So we need this piece of like butterfly to be 5 3/4 inches high by, and it's going to be like 5 3/4. So 6 3/4 high, wasn't it? 6 3/4 by, oh, and by whatever it is, which is not quite enough. This wider. Oh, that's wider. Oh, no, it's not.
There's your 2 bits.
Oh, this is a better one. By 2 7/8. So 6 3/4 by 2 7/8. So it's like an 1/8 of an inch short of 3 inches. That looks better. That looks better. And then we're going to cut.
So it was 2 7/8 by 6 3/4.
Yeah. And then we're going to cut a 9 3/4 by 9 3/4 of this yellow watercolor.
Which was the 6 3/4 piece? What was it in?
So I've got a floral with butterflies and I've got a pink spot. And then I'm going to do the same out of the pink. I'm going to cut a 9 3/4 by 9 3/4. And I know we don't all like the pink.
So we're cutting 2 pieces at 2 7/8.
No, one piece that's 2 7/8 by 6 3/4, and one piece that's 5 3/4 by 6 3/4. And then 2 pieces that are 9 3/4 by 9 3/4. One's pink and one's yellow. I don't know what I did there. Maybe I'm getting tired. We'll just go for a couple of minutes more. Just stick this on. And then what we're going to do is just in here. Okay. So we're going to cut just a couple of photos before we go. And then we'll come back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Oops, I was out of view. I'm so sorry. I didn't realise I was out of view. So we're going to cut some 4.5 by 4.5. So we're going to make 6 of those. 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch. I feel that 4.5 by 4.5 may seem like a strange size. But at the end of the day, it is not a bad size. I've cut these 12 by 12 down. The kids have. So if it was 12 by 12, I'd get the better thing. But you sort of get enough picture in a 4.5 by 4.5, I think. Like when I crop my photos down, Oh, actually, it's bigger than a 4x6, isn't it? That's a bit silly of me, isn't it? You've got to have... that's a bit of a dumb idea. It's not standard photo size.
Cutting out 5 to 7.
Yeah, I'm cutting a 5x7. I'm so sorry, I've got 4.5 by 4.5. You've got to print a 5x7 to get that. That's a really silly
Is that not
size.
5 by 5 square?
Yeah, they do 5x5. That's why I was doing it. You can cut down a 5x5 that you buy at Harvey Norman. That's why I did it. So 7 inches across by 5 inches high. Fake your photo. So we will be back at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. We weren't planning on it, but apologies for anyone that will have to catch up later. But we still, I can't leave it not embellished.
Not when we've come this far.
Yeah, see, I am getting tired. I'm second guessing myself about the photo sizes. So, yeah. So tomorrow night, what we're going to do is we're going to embellish it and cut our page protector. So we're going to cut the page protector and get it in the page protector as well. We're going to embellish the page. Yeah. Big thing is cutting the page protector. One of them is going to have 3 cuts in it.
I love your dedication, says Pam. Looking forward to tomorrow night, says Debbie. Thank you for tonight.
Thank you. So I'm just going to stick this all together. Rightio. This one's going on the inside. Let's add our photos. Oh, God, I've got to tap these photos. Oops, nice. But you can see, like, what were we at? We were at 35 photos.
Yeah.
Plus we're adding another 7. So that's 42 photos. At this point in time, we'll be finishing tonight with 42 photos. So 42 photos is a lot of scrapbook pages. Like, that's a whole album sometimes.
What type of album do you use? Tanya asked.
I use a binder album.
Yeah.
I use ring binder ones. Yeah, you should be able to find a link to albums. All our albums are binders that we have. We do get albums made for us, but we had to get a new bookbinder because ours retired. And now the new one doesn't want to make them anymore. Now that everything's open again, he doesn't want to make them unless we give him triple the money. Feels a little like blackmail, to be honest. Now that he has my designs and my album size and and what colours I buy and the book cloth I use and everything. Right. Does feel a little blackmaily. Rightio. So this one's going to go on the inside.
We do have quite a few Couture Creations albums in stock.
Yeah,
Plus,
we sell
do have some
Kaiser
other
and
binders.
Couture. And we have some of our own. We do have some of our own. We have the simple plain black ones with the 55mm spine. They're not cheap, but they're handmade. They're handmade here in Queensland. They are good quality. He does do a very good quality album. Like, don't get me wrong. We do have the plain black ones. They're not as deep as a 60mm. See you tomorrow night, Pam. All I'm going to do now is just stick these in, and then we'll do a flip through, and then we can... I'm a bit worried I might have put my magnets under a little bit of duress. I might have had a little bit too high of an expectation. Oh yeah. So let's stick this here. Oh, grabbed. Put our 5x7 on here. Let's pop it in the middle. Give it a nice big feature spot. You could fit more photos on here. Like you could put a heap of photos on this spot. But it's nice to have a nice restful place with just one big nice feature photo. That's just the star of the show. So let's turn this and put our piece in here. It's a bit of a colour overload, isn't it? Sorry. There's a lot of paper. I don't think it's going to be a $20 kit.
No,
But all we charge you for the kit is what the product is.
Punching about $25.
And then let's come back here.
But you're getting 42 photos.
Oh, I've made a mistake.
What's wrong? We're going to put the red on.
No. Doesn't fit. It's not square.
Oh dear.
I didn't cut a square. Can you give me a piece of that?
Pink sky.
Yeah, I didn't cut a square. I cut it 9.5. Just gonna, so good quality tape. If you're careful, there's a technique to this. Good quality tape, you can get it off. Anyway, now just grabs me another sheet.
I'll swap it. I'll get the tape off. You cut this one.
Yep, there you go. Quentin's going to pull the tape off that. Look at that. See? I didn't test it, did I? So 9 3/4 by 9 3/4.
We had the right measurement. You just cut it on.
Yeah. I'm just going to get rid of some scraps in it. I don't overuse. Audio. I don't know if Quentin's got the special flickiness to get the tape off the way I do. I don't think so by that sound. What do you guys think?
I was going to say, well.
Oh, got cocky.
I do believe it. Look, it's right in the middle too. It was all right.
It'll be right. At least I can use the pink side for something else.
Yeah, Kenya, that takes a technique.
It's the flicky roll.
Flicky roll.
Let's put our 2 4x
Don't drag. No drag, just roll.
4x6 photos down here. What we're going to do is we're going to match them up with this one, these ones.
You've got the pink side to use.
I may have put my Velcro my magnets through a little bit too much duress.
You might put another magnet in somewhere.
I might have to put another magnet in somewhere. But that's going to be bad. Let's have a flick through.
G'day, Karis.
Hello, Karis. Saw Karis at lunch today. Rightio. So, I never knew that about the tape. Yep, good tape will come off. Okay, so let's have a look. So, we've got a photo here. And then we move this down. Oh, let's shimmy that up. Got 4 photos here. We're going to put a title here. And probably a word here. And then when we lift this up, we've got 4 photos under there. And then we've got this photo here. And then when we lift that up, we've got 2 photos there. And 2 photos here. I haven't written on them. And then when we pull this out, there's 10 photos on this little accordion. So when people open this up, they're not opening it up with a photo. They're actually opening it up with another piece. So that goes there. So the magnet does kind of hold. Yeah, it kind of does hold. And then on this side, we've got 4 photos at the front. So we'll have like a title here. And then we've got that. And then when we open this up, we've got this piece. Well, this piece is here, like this. And then we can, you know, pull this one up and down. We'll probably put 4 photos in here. So I've got that there. Got 4 photos there. And then here, this opens up. And this opens up. I think the problem is that that joins there when it's like that. But then when it comes down here, it's not.
We'll pause it tomorrow.
Yeah. Sorry.
Beth's just joined us. She's just escaped the Grandies. Evening, Beth. Lisa's just repositioning a magnet on the interactive one. So what did we work at? We had 45 photos at least?
42.
42 photos so far. Probably another 4 to go. And embellishing tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's where that goes. Okay.
What on earth are you doing here? Ooh. Gosh.
This is what you sometimes got to do with your magnets. Not. Right. Yeah. This is why we tape, not glue. It's not working. See, too much. We might need to put something else between these magnets.
Stick it on the magnet.
Yeah, we might need to get some washers or something. We've got too much paper. So it's not that the magnet's not working, it's that it's too heavy. We've added too much product. But yeah, sorry, you had to watch
She's got boxes of photos, so she'll be great to use them up.
Yeah. So we're just gonna tomorrow night we'll just add 4 more photos here, or we'll probably add we'll add some photos in here. Probably 4 more 4.5 by 4.5. We'll just add them in here, and then we'll put a title up there, and then we'll embellish with some bits and pieces because the kit's gonna come with, you know, you've got lots of little journaling block things. And then I'll find a solution for my magnet issue because I've made the bits too heavy for the magnets. And this is why I don't like using magnets, because magnets get heavy. See, I might do something like that. So there we go. We're going to do that.
That's not a bad idea, Sandra. Sandra said we're about 2 magnets on each section.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to. I just find magnets get quite expensive as you go along. Like magnets can get to be quite an expensive proposition when you're crafting, but we might actually move the magnet that's in here. I don't know where on earth that magnet is. There's a magnet in here somewhere. We might move it to here, to out here. Sometimes I'll move the magnets and put the magnet directly underneath the photo. So what we might do is we might hunt out our magnets and put them under our photos where we need them to go. See, the magnet's here. It's in there. So what we might do is we might hunt it out. And then so under the photo, what we can do is we can actually cut that magnet, cut around it. And I'll show you how to hunt a magnet out and to move a magnet. And you know, it's really good to learn how to change things and adjust them as you build it. Do you know what I mean? And you've got to remember paper gets heavy, but it is a good idea to know how to come along and correctorate a project. But yeah, so we will see you tomorrow night at 7 and we'll finish it off. It doesn't look like we've done much, but holy dooly, look at all the scraps we've made, and we're going to try and use some of these scraps in our project to just getting rid of the ones that I didn't use the piece of paper for. We're going to use some of these scraps on our project to embellish it so it doesn't look so ordinary. But yeah, so thank you for coming along. Take care, stay safe, and yeah, there will be more things going on tomorrow night. We'll definitely
tomorrow night.
7 p.m. tomorrow night. Look, these 2 photos are not the same size. One of these is not like the other. They're only fake. So thank you very much. Absolutely gorgeous page. Amazing. So many photos. Looking forward to tomorrow. Awesome. Thank you. And thank you. See, I make mistakes. Only human. So take care, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you. Bye.